Don't let your heart die. Hey now, what's going on, everybody? Oh yeah. Sometimes I realize I don't need my headphones if nobody's on the show with me because I don't need to hear myself. How's everybody doing though? We'll hang out for a little while tonight. I got some cold beer, just a chill. Excuse me. Let's have a chill hangout sesh and just talk to you guys. See what's on y'all's mind. We'll talk together. Let me see who we got in here. Big T, how you doing? Dale, what's up? Ben Grimm, what's up? Ben Grimm. Bryce, what's up? Tabata Vision, what's up, pimp? What's up, Dalton? Sicilian Movie Buff, what's going on? Erica Lauren Horn Mason, what's up? Corey Hennessy, what's up? Tristan, what's up? Count Von Strange, what's up? Adams 80 fan, what's up? Metal Maniacs, what's up? I think that's everybody. Loop, what's up? Thank you. Rock Music Forever, what's up? What's up, Jamie? Ryan OG, what's up? It's not fall beer. I didn't get any fall beer yet. I need to. I do need to. What are those lighted posters next to you? Oh, that's a triple pack Blu-ray. It's got I Know What You Did Last Summer, When a Stranger Calls, and Vacancy. I was watching Vacancy earlier. Big CHH back in the building. Is that a Vacancy poster? Yeah, I was watching Vacancy. No fall beer. I need to get some. I haven't been able to get any yet. Okay, I'm wearing my other pair of glasses. Just drinking some Coors tonight. I like Coors beer. Coors Light. Got my Friday the 13th bottle opener. Oh. Yeah, it's a Blu-ray of Vacancy. Dalton. Cheers. My brother came over today and we were hanging out and he bought a 6-pack. We were just catching up. He moved back to town. we were smoking a few Black and Milds, which was nice. I haven't smoked any Black and Milds in a long time, and he was asking me, what kind of Black and Milds do you like? And he was asking me what kind of Black and Milds I like, and I was telling him, I was like, dude, I'm actually a big fan of the casino flavor Black and Mild. So we were what were we doing? Oh, we were just smoking casinos and drinking some Coors, and then we were watching Devil's Rejects for a little while because we both love House with Us and Devil's Rejects a lot. So Vacancy is pretty darn good. I have the DVD from when it came out. Nice. Sam Adams Jacko, Sam Adams Oktoberfest. I haven't tried the Jacko before. I'd like to find that and check that out. So everybody can hear me pretty good, I assume. I'm ready for the Scream 1981 4K. Will your brother be making any appearances? Probably so. I'm sure Trey will make some appearances. I could have brought him on earlier tonight, but we hadn't been able to hang out for quite some time. So, we hadn't hung out in a while. So I didn't want to put him on video or nothing. We just wanted to chill and catch up. Be honest, you went live to flex that F-13 opener. Well, not necessarily flex it. This is the thing. That opening 3-piece music piece that I did, it doesn't get copywritten because those songs are kind of weird, and none of those songs are really on Spotify or anything. So I'm able to get away with it without getting a copyright on it. Sometimes when I do other covers, they get copywritten. I'm just like, oh fuck. So, did you rearrange your room again? I rearranged my room. Probably, I did a video on it. I did like a room tour for it. I rearranged my horror room probably like a month and a half ago. So it's not too new, but I guess it's relatively new. You guys can't see me probably that well. How's that? Is that better, guys? 3 films on 1 disc. Yeah, it's a I'll grab it. It's a Queens of Scream 3-disc thing I got. I got it from Horror Pack. Horror Pack was really cool. They sent me one of their boxes a couple months ago, or maybe a month ago. I wouldn't even think it was that long, but they sent me one of their boxes and this was in it, this Queens of Scream thing. And I was really happy because it had Vacancy in there, which I'm a big Vacancy fan. So I really love Vacancy. It's one of my favorite films from and yeah, you're right. They do have a DVD in there. There's a DVD disc right there. I might watch this tonight after the show. Eden Lake. Any fans? So how's everybody doing? Good to see everybody in here. I asked this earlier, but I'm curious. Did changing your channel name hurt, help, or nothing changed? Certainly didn't hurt. I'm glad I did it. I really like Planet CHH. It seems to stick. Most people seem to like Planet CHH. I like it. Thanks, Brandon Tabato just hooked me up. I asked him to make me a new intro. Well, I won't spoil it. I'll show it to you guys soon, but it's really cool and I get it out of my system now. Like when I wanted to do, like I reviewed Batman and I was like, okay, I'll review Batman now because I don't feel so constricted with my channel name being Christian Hannah Horror. And I did that and that was fun. I did some Rambo videos. I get the urge to do a non-horror video and I get it out of my system. I love making horror videos, but it's nice to be able to get the freedom of doing what I want to do, getting it out of my system and feeling okay about it. Views are views. Like if it doesn't do great view wise, whatever. But sometimes they'll do good. Like the Rambo 4K Steelbook video did really, really good. And it's not the end all be all. I had fun making that video, but no, I'm happy. I'm happy I'm Planet CHH now. My Scream Factory cases have been arriving with what appears to be extreme chicken grease on them. WTF, man? Are they boutique or not? Apparently not, Johnny. Everybody's got chicken grease on theirs. Verisimil 286. I'm sorry. This guy. Hey, CHH, I finally caught a live stream. Sorry, I'm a little tipsy. I'm not far off, but how you doing? It's good to see you. You ready for Jenny to come back and beat Jason's ass on Friday the 13th, 2024? Yeah, Jaden, I saw you sent me a link. I was trying to click on it, but it wouldn't work. But that's what I heard is going to happen. So, CHH rules. Thank you. I've had enough of your shit, Christian. I love you too, Nick. I love you too, man. Will you be watching Halloween Ends at the theater or on Peacock? I don't know. We'll see. If I can swing the theater at my convenience, cool. But if I can't, and the quickest way I can watch it, just for in the first day or so is Peacock, I'll Peacock it. But I'm sure I'll go to the theater to see it. I saw Kills last year. Took my mom. We went and saw it. So I'll bump up those box office numbers a little bit, I'm sure. I want to come over and watch movies with you. Come on. Watch The Last Slumber Party if you haven't seen it. I did see The Last Slumber Party. You're talking about the remake. I actually thought The Killer looked cool. I didn't think the movie was great, but I thought The Killer was really cool. It wasn't bad. I liked it. I liked it. I wanted to check out When a Stranger Calls remake again for a while. I remember it being pretty decent. It is pretty good. I actually like it a lot. Your hair looks very luscious tonight. Hope it's not weird. Oh, thank you. No, I blow dry it. Actually, not blow dry. I've got this thing that like it's like a brush, but it's a heated brush, and you dry your hair with it like that, and it seems to work really good on my hair. I like it. So thank you. And I'm just not wearing a hat or a beanie for once. I've been better about not wearing one every time, but I used to be horrible at at just every video or something. I have beanies on or stuff, and I remember somebody's like, "Are you going bald or something?" Because I would never not have a beanie on. I was like, I need to stop doing that. I need to take my fucking hat off every once in a while. What franchise would you want to get a box set similar to the Friday the 13th one? Got one from Scream Factory. Well, it's funny you say that, Christian. Great name, by the way. Like Paranormal Activity, but like Paramount is like, screw you, boutique labels. We're gonna do that shit ourselves. So, I mean, I'm happy about that. Other than that, Nightmare on Elm Street, right? I don't know. There's other stuff, but would I buy a Hellraiser box set? Absolutely. Would I begrudgingly buy it though? A little bit, because some of them are just, I'm just not gonna watch them that often. They're pretty bad, you know. But it would look cool, or a Howling box set. Who wants a photo op with the Unita boys at Scarefest? Yeah, I was telling Nick earlier. One of our fans of the show, Douglas, he hit me up. He's like, "Hey man," he was watching the stream I did last night, and he was saying, "Hey man, I enjoyed the show. Blah blah blah. I really want to get a picture with you and Nick and stuff at the convention and stuff." I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! Come find us, get a picture. Come get a picture with us." I've watched American Psycho so many times lately. I've gained a new appreciation of Phil Collins, Valentino bags. Oh, man. This is Huey Lewis in the news. Scream Factory went from boutique to bargain bucket real quick. You ain't fucking kidding, man. Like, they're quality control. There's just no excuse for it. New means no fingerprints or touches on it. You know, it's like, I can understand some people being like, "Oh, come on," but we're not paying. We're paying boutique prices for this stuff, so it's like, dude, send this stuff out to us in good shape and good quality for, you know. I watched the 101 films of the brain and finally got around to watching Dark and the Wicked. Awesome movies. You damn right, they're awesome movies. Excuse me. What's up, Prey? How you doing, yo, CHH? I hope it's good. I'll see it opening night like I used to for horror movies in HS. High school. Brandon and Sicilian Movie Buff are arguing about beer. Corey Hennessy, like Mid-Level Media, said the other day, my Spaceballs killer Kino Lorber 4K was pretty gross too, with the chicken grease with the disc wiped right up. Why do we have chicken grease? Who was working at these disc manufacturing places? Everybody's got chicken grease on their disc. Oh, that's good. Watching Halloween Kills away from the bullshit of the modern theater experience was fantastic. Definitely Peacock for me again. Brandon, that's a lot of people too, man. That is a lot of people too. Adam's 80 fan, do you watch Chucky? I do watch Chucky. Matter of fact, I just watched my 4Ks of 2 and 3 the other day. I reviewed them as well. And my recent video I did just like on a physical media review, haul and reviews. When a Stranger's Call remake is underrated. What's up, Entertainment Wiz? How are you doing? I'm excited to see Pearl when it comes to theaters on the 16th. Dude, I'm excited to see Pearl too. I mean, goddamn. I'm just really excited. You know, I just thought about it today. Scream Factory in 2 months releasing like 9 movies. They used to not release that many in a year. I think that's one of the problems. You could be right, because it's just like there has to be there has to be quality control. I mean, eventually this is gonna. There's only so many, like this happened with Sega Genesis back in the day. You can only screw over your customer base so many times, and you like put stuff out and then re-release stuff like you can't do this stuff too often. This puts companies out of business. Nobody is too big to fall. Can we look at like at one point what was Blockbuster trading at like in the mid 90s? How much money were they worth? Nobody is ever too big to fall from grace. You know. I thought Puppet Master box set with new artwork and special features. That's true, Ben Grimm. Oh, you know what I want on the Puppet Master box set? I want subtitles. You know, I really want Arrow to do another big horror franchise box set. They could for UK more than likely, which is another reason to be region free because they get more stuff for region B, obviously, than US has. US Arrow is really getting a foothold now today, but the UK they're able to get a bunch of stuff. Besides Blair Witch, what's your favorite found footage movie? It wasn't going to be Blair Witch to begin with, Adam's 80s fan, but my favorite is the Poughkeepsie tapes. The Poughkeepsie tapes is my favorite. I need a Shock 'em Dead box set, even though it's just one movie. How many discs? What are we gonna do with all the discs, Brandon? How are we gonna fill that thing up? Hey Christian, hope you're having a good night. Question: how do you feel if they decided to do a Texas Chainsaw movie in space, and if it was directed by Rob Zombie? Would you love the idea or no? A Texas Chain. Okay, so how do we get Leatherface in space? And like how does this let me keep drinking. How does this play out? How does this work? Everybody drop a like on the stream for that question. That's a fantastic question. All right, so Rob Zombie is directing this, so there's going to be white trash astronauts and a white trash spacecraft with Leatherface in space. You know what? I want him to make it. I love the idea. Thank you for your question. Brent's Horror Cult says, "Is this your job?" No, it's not my job. I would love it to be my job. That's why I try to crank out as much content as I can and keep the podcast episodes flowing, which everybody's been so supportive with the podcast. It's been a blessing. I make a little scratch from ad revenue and things like that, but not enough to sustain a lifestyle. But I make a few bucks off of YouTube, and I have a full-time job though, so it's not my job. Scream Factory's got to do a Ghoulies box set at some point. Well, Jaden, my speculation is that Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College is going to come out on Vestron sooner rather than later. So I don't think they'll be able to do that. I've been enjoying the new Grindhouse video store near me. Very, very nice. As a Satan's Little Helper fan, are you going to pay the extra $10 to get the slipcover for it, or just get the slipless 4K for 20 bucks? I'm not paying the extra $10 for the slipcover, Ben and Graham. I saw that. I thought that was silly. It's funny because I remember somebody asked them, "Hey, are you guys going to be doing slipcovers with this release?" And the answer that they gave was interesting. They said, "No, we're not going to, because that's going to halt production and release dates on this film, and we don't want to have this movie out later than Halloween, because the movie comes out like 5 or 6 days before Halloween, right? So the fact that they're actually doing one now is very interesting. But no, I'm not. I'm just going to get it from Amazon. But Big Crack Rock's getting it. It is cool, but it's not for me. I don't need it. Hey, actually, yeah, I remember Brandon picked that up. Jaden, Brandon, just go check out Brandon's video after the show, and he picked up a trilogy, and he said it's region free, because I don't know if Brandon has a region free Blu-ray player or not, but he's saying it's region free, so there you go. Are you picking up Ghostwatch on Blu-ray? Hill FFR, I'm so glad you brought that up. I am over the moon excited. That could end up becoming my favorite release of the year. Hill FFR is Ghostwatch, because I watched half of Ghostwatch, and I remember being in love with it. I told the story yesterday, but I'll tell it again really, really, really quick. So I was watching it on Shudder. It got a very limited release on Shudder. I think it's already pulled. It could be on there. I don't know. But I remember one time I looked for it again because I was going to just finish watching it out of aggravation because I was waiting for a Blu-ray to happen. But I watched about half of it, 35 minutes of it, and I was like, this is incredible. Like, I am absolutely in love with this. Let me stop and buy it. To my dismay, I couldn't find it. I wasn't able to pick it up at the ready. And so when I went to go watch it again, it wasn't on Shudder. And then I was like, well, son of a bitch. And then I finally find out that we're getting this 101's Blu-ray for it, and I'm just over the moon. It could, if it could end up becoming my favorite release of the year. Verisimilitude. I think I got it. 86 asks, "What do you want from the next Friday the 13th movie if you have any interest? I'd like a remake one that has the first 30 minutes with Pam and young Jason." Somebody commented that on the video I made earlier today. I did a video basically just talking about what happened. If you don't know, what was very interesting was Sean Cunningham's cameo had a bio that just recently got updated that basically said Sean Cunningham is a legendary director of Friday the 13th, a producer of the series that has gone 12 films, with the 13th coming out next year, which is very interesting that it was done on Cameo. I almost wonder if this stuff is done deliberately to cause to field reactions and field interest and see the traffic that it would get. And if so, I'm more than happy to contribute to that traffic, because God knows I would love another Friday the 13th. As far as what I'd want, the only reason I wouldn't necessarily want that verisimilitude 86 is because that's a little bit like what we got from the remake, although it was 95, 10%, 95 Jason, 10 Pamela. And I don't know. I think we could go. I think what's going to happen, not necessarily what I want, but I think what's going to happen is they're going to do a retcon with the Jenny character. I really have a strong feeling that's probably what's going to happen. I know she would be interested in doing it, so I think that could end up being what happens. So Nick says my favorite beer is beer. Cheers. What's the craziest band you've seen live? I can tell you the best band I've seen live in Ray's Peace is Alice Cooper. He's also my favorite band, musician, artist. I've listened to every record he's ever done, left, right, front, and center. CHH, have you ever watched the movie Threads? That doesn't sound familiar off the top of my head. Ice Ice Cody, I'm not sure. They were working at KFC, Polo Loco, and Polo Campero. Spalding packaged the Blu-rays. Pop-Tarts or toaster strudels. Pop-Tarts. Look, Nick, do not screw around with the Sicilian movie buff. Saying you like regular beer is going to piss him off. I've already insulted him, but cheers anyway. He's a beer man. We're just basic beer bitches, Nick. We are basic bitches. I miss the days of getting new Scream Factory collector's editions for $19.99 with the slip. 30 to 35 a hit is souring me to the game. I hear you. Children of the Corn, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Halloween. Where do you see the X franchise going after Pearl? I don't know, Big T. That's a good question. I'm fine with just 2 movies because the fact of the matter is Ty West is the kind of guy I never want him to stick with something for too long anyway, because he's so good at what he does in every facet. I don't think I've seen a bad Ty West film. The Innkeepers was freaking awesome. The Sacrament was amazing. X was amazing. House of the Devil is amazing. I mean, let's keep this guy going. Let's keep this guy going. Christian, do you have a Hastings store in your town? I do not. I do not have a Hastings. It has been about 10 years for Scream. I think their first titles were Halloween 2 and Halloween 3, and that was 2012. I know that I got Halloween 3 on the release date, Are there Lost River Drive-In and Planet CHH hats? No, Teespring is a little iffy with hats. You have to make sure whatever you like. I could make the Unita hat and the Planet CHH hat, and I could make a hat like for Nick's channel too. Or I could show him how to do it with the site. It's like you got to submit stuff. It's got to be an exact type of image type. I don't know if it was it wasn't PNG. I forgot what it was. It was a process to get it done. You have to submit it. You don't hear back from a while. And if something's wrong, you don't find out for 5 or 6 days later. And by that point, you're soured about it when it's not right. And then I don't know. I got to figure that out because I thought that some people would like to get hats down the road, I'm wondering if the reason Scream Factory is re-releasing their old stuff is because they're saving money for Elm Street. I don't think so, Dalton. I think they're re-releasing all those big titles is because a lot of people will probably buy them again, you know? I'd like Trillman and Charles Band to let other companies do their releases in the US. Well, I hear you. I know that 88 Films does a good job with the Puppet Masters and stuff like that. And I have a Ghost Town from Full Moon over on 88 Films. Jose, what's up, pimp? How you doing? Getting a little tired of the subpar HD masters, Clay. I hear you, man. I hear you. On the topic of regions, Poughkeepsie Tapes is still unreleased here. Always wanted to see it. Oh, that's a shame. Where are you from, Ian? What's up, Francis Chainsaw Massacre? How you doing? Just a chill hangout tonight, brother. I hope the box set Paranormal is getting. They do one like that for Saw. Yeah, I would love another one, Dalton. I think they need to hold off for sure for a while. I think there's a new Saw movie coming out next year, maybe. Saw X or whatever it's called. I don't know if that's the name. I think that's what it's dubbed for now, but I think it's actually going to have a John Kramer thing going on. And it was interesting. Jigsaw seemed to come out of nowhere too, kind of like I say nowhere. That's not necessarily true. I can't remember if I saw Jigsaw before or after it. But I remember I went to the theater to see Jigsaw, and I know it wasn't everybody's favorite. I think it's okay. I mean, it doesn't leave much to desire with the story. It kind of made things a little less believable. It's like, okay, so there's another guy that was involved with him that we never heard of throughout the rest of the films. But regardless, it was a fun theater experience, and the movie did pretty good at the box office. So I say keep pumping those out, because once you get to a certain point, I think it's a shame to stop. Like, honestly, I almost think it's a shame to stop. Keep going. Keep going with it. She's right. Give that old thumbs up a little tickle. Aliens have come to Earth looking to prey on humans, but Drayton makes them homemade. Okay, you guys are talking. Sicilian movie buff says he's a bougie bitch. He is. Like, he drinks beers that I can't even pronounce. Dude, I'm not into it. I just want my Coors Light. That's my favorite. There's nothing like it. Coors Light. I like Coors Light. I like I'm a real big fan of Angry Orchards and Red Apple Ales. Call Me a Baby. Like, I like those. I like Mike's Hard Lemonades. I don't drink a whole lot. I drink maybe 5 to 7 occasions a month. I guess that's average. I wouldn't say that's low, but dude, when I'm like doing gigs with the band, I always like to get a Coors Light in me, take the edge off, How would you rank the first two Critters and Gremlins movies? Critters 2 is really fun. I love the first Critters, but I would put the second one over that. And with Gremlins, I think the first Gremlins is amazing, but I really, really, really love part 2. I would put part 2 for Critters over part 1, but I would put the first Gremlins over the second Gremlins. But I love the second Gremlins a lot. It's time for an ice cold one with Christian Hannah Horror. Cheers. I got one more in the fridge. All right, let's see. You like natural light, cheap and good? I hear you. I hope I can make your stream with Lee tomorrow, Nick. I bet that's going to be fun. Drum Dumps. Oh, cool. Nick's going to be with Drum Dumps tomorrow. Good for him. Good for him. Just saying, my favorite release this year will be Dracula vs. Frankenstein single release. I can finally own that masterpiece on Blu-ray. Oh, dude. Yeah, that's coming from Severin, dude. I'm picking that up too. I can't wait to pick that up. It's crazy. October is in a month this year. Has flew. I don't even like thinking about it, man. We're getting older by the minute. He's gonna pick up some more Jacko. Nathan, what's up, pimp? How you doing? Good to see you. Everyone thank TCM 2022 if a new Friday the 13th comes out. Ben, you could be completely right. The thing I kept hearing about, and I thought it was going to die down, but maybe it's just that their stuff is staying under wraps pretty well, was Netflix was really interested because apparently the viewership for TCM was way more than Netflix could have ever anticipated. I think they undervalue the power of the horror fanatic. Not even necessarily the casual horror fan, the horror fanatic. I think I probably watched TCM 2022 4 or 5 times in a month's period, just from I wanted to soak in every inch of that movie. So you take that kind of stuff into consideration along with just the title. Yeah, of course there were millions of views for that, but I guess I can understand if you're not in the scope of that cinema, if you're not in the scope of being like the horror fanatic and you don't really know the dedication, like I can understand why they're probably like, well, you know, but hey, that's good. What's the worst band I've seen live? Um, I don't know. Motley Crue. Band was good. Vince Neil sounded terrible. Just awful. Just awful. Where would you rank Identity Crisis among Alice Cooper's best songs? I don't know. I can't give you my best favorite Alice Cooper songs. I can tell you one of my favorite songs, Christian, though, is one of my favorite songs is Skeletons in My Closet from the Special Forces record. That's such a creepy, fun song. You know, love it. Lots of people aren't happy with the lack of a new special features in the Return of the Living Dead 4K aside from the new scan, but would you have liked to see new, or are we getting enough from the previous release? That's a great question, Corey. Selfishly, because I've seen it all and I own it all, I wouldn't have minded maybe something new from Tom Matthews or even Beverly. But I get it. I mean, there's been so every release of Return of the Living Dead has every release of Return of the Living Dead has been pretty extensive. Even the DVDs had great special features. So I think it's fair that they really couldn't get nothing else new. I'm gonna get it strictly because it's my number one favorite horror movie, probably favorite movie in the world, and I want to see it in the absolute best picture quality I possibly can. But I'm not too upset. I kind of anticipated nothing new. So, you know, I just saw Gore in concert for the first time in June. Dude, I just watched the documentary on them, Tristan. It was great. It was a great documentary. Ideally, I'd like the new Friday the 13th to continue from the 2009 film. These recent loose reboot sequels are a bit annoying with timelines. I feel you, Clay, but I would just kind of get your pen and paper ready because you're probably gonna have to be connecting some dots. I don't think that's going anywhere. Dropping by to say hi again from Hawaii. Aloha. Aloha. Mahalo. Cheers. What do you think of The Exorcist? Carmen asked. The Exorcist is great. I love The Exorcist. I'm not going to be a motherfucker tonight. I'm in a good mood tonight. I'm chill. I'm docile. I've got my cores. I'm not going to be a motherfucker and say what I want to say about it. I think you need a live next week. What do y'all think? I mean, I'm down for it. I'm down for a live. We could do it. All right. So I'll work Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Nick, we could do it Tuesday or Wednesday, preferably Tuesday. If we could do you need a live Tuesday. Last time we went live though, the chat was giving Nick a hard time. No, that was the one before that. that was the one where Nick said he liked he was more excited for Evil Dead, which I am too. But I was like, come on, Nick, you're lying. And then the whole chat was like, he's not a real Halloween. It was in good fun though, but we have a good time with the live. So I agree. I think we should probably do another one. If they made a new Master of Horror season, what modern directors would you want to get episodes? Ty West, Larry Fessenden, Bobcat Goldthwait would be some of my choices. That's a great one. I actually see Nick's comment right below that. Flanagan, of course. James Wan, absolutely. Ty West, abso-fucking-lutely. Ari Aster, I'd throw him in the mix. I would also give Man, that's a great fucking question. Whoever directed Men, that person, definitely. I would also give Cronenberg's Kid a shot in the dark at it. Because The Possessor was great. Yeah, I think that's a great lineup right there. Dig the hell out of the shows, fellas. Subbed about a week ago. Thank you, Neo. I can't see Warner Brothers releasing Nightmare on Elm Street anytime soon on a disc unless it's a reprint. They are a mess currently. That's what people are telling me. Zombie7979, how are you doing? Scream Factory streaming Shockma now. Are you selling candles? Thank you for asking that, Zombie. Yes, I am selling my Unita candles tomorrow, Friday, 6 p.m. Central Time. Be following our Instagram page. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time, our Friday the 13th limited edition line goes on sale. When those are gone, they are gone. If you missed it on the Big Apple, we have a limited supply, only 6 of those. And that's the last restock for a while. People kept asking about the Big Apple. I told Sydney we probably need to have a little bit more. Steak Sauce bought 7 of them the first time we had them, and they're good. The cinnamon apple smells great. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time, go to the Instagram page, follow the link to our Etsy store. There we go. And if you want to see what we had, Zombie, on my stream I did yesterday, I showed all the new ones, including the new Uber Jason scent we got. Saw did it kind of smart. They can pick up from 3D or Jigsaw or Spiral. Saw is so fucking good, guys. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, Saw is such an awesome franchise. Just for the storytelling aspect of it. Yes, 4, 5, and 6 basically all take place during the same time. But like, to know that it's a soap opera, man, and that's what works with movies. People love sequels that take place right after the other, and they love story, man. Like, God, man, it's so great. I mean, Paranormal Activity 2. A little lesser to that extent, but still, I mean, it's like, dude, telling stories is what we love as horror fans too. It's just like, that's how you get it done, you know. Hello, Mr. CHH and friends. How are you? And who should own the rights to the Halloween franchise after Halloween ends, besides Malekakad? Who should own the rights to Halloween franchise besides Malekakad? Well, that's a weird question, Malik. Like if somebody was going to be the sole owner of it? The only logical answer I could give to that, I could be Mr. Cool and say A24, but come on, we can't make an A24 Michael Myers film. I guess you could. I mean, when you look at X, that was pretty straightforward down the line, very creative and good, but the only logical answer I have for that would be Lionsgate. It's Paramount, Lionsgate, probably just Lionsgate. You know, at least if they, I tell you what though, you know, if Halloween went to Paramount, we'll know down the road when everything eventually probably goes straight to streaming permanently. There'll still be a chance of physical media on that aspect of it, right? Thank God Paramount's good with their physical media releases, considering we just got the announcement that Orphan First Kill is getting its Blu-ray and stuff like that. And I'm sure Prey eventually, well, hopefully Prey will. That was Hulu, Disney Hulu, but I guess Lionsgate's the only logical answer I can give. You know? Mike's Hard Lemonade fucking slaps. It does. Lionsgate. Every time I drink Coors, I hear Sam Elliott. Would you like a Killer Clowns remake or sequel? Sequel. Thank you so much, Nathan. I appreciate that. $2 super chat. He says Heineken is my favorite. I'm down with a good Heineken. Thank you so much, Nathan. I appreciate the super chat. Have you seen Killer Clowns the game trailer yet? If you have, what are your thoughts? I didn't see the trailer. I remember Nick messaged me about that one night, but now I saw the images like people were sharing, but I never watched the trailer. I'm sure it's awesome. Honestly, I'm over beer, lager, cider. I'm more of a rum and amaretto guy these days. I'm getting old real quick. I watched that Blu-ray from the box set last year. My brother owned it and looked fantastic. Such a strange film. If a new Friday the 13th doesn't have stupendous boobies, I'm not into it. I mean, that wouldn't no boobs, no Friday the 13th. Has every Friday the 13th had boobs? Now I'm wondering. Will James Jude come back when they reboot again? I don't know. I can't answer that, Dalton. Modelo is good. Ali says, please tell me the last 30 minutes of Men is good. CHH. I had to take a break from it. It was boring. Oh, wow. I thought it was the best movie I've seen this year. I thought it had some of the best acting I've ever seen, and the grief and suicide stuff in it was just brutal to watch in the beginning. The ending is insane, I'll tell you that. I loved it. It's my favorite film this year. I hope Derek Mears comes back, but I think it's just been too long. I would be fine with Derek coming back. I love Derek. Did you ever see Pantera live? I never did. What's up, Marco? Canadian Crip, how you doing, man? Good to see you. What if Ty West made a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? What if A24 or Lionsgate had the rights to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise? I mean, if Ty West made a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, that's good, but we got what we probably should have gotten, an original idea from him that certainly had an inspiration from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know, instead of just saying, and this is looking at it in a bright side, I think when you look at Ty West having a new original film that has an essence of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's more in the to bring into the family and more to be excited about. I think giving up and coming guys shots with some of this stuff is kind of risky, but it can pay off. Like David Blue Garcia, is that the gentleman's name that did the new one for 2022? Awesome. I'm glad he got to do that. Now he's got a name for himself. He needs it. Ty West doesn't need to make a name for himself. You know, he doesn't need to make a name for himself. But to answer your question, not to be a snobby guy, Brian, but like to answer your question, like he would kill it if he did a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Ty West is a master of the camera. He knows how to do that shit. Bud Light Next is great carbonated piss water. Yo, CHH, if you've seen the Feast trilogy, they're a wild set of monsters. You're damn right. Which older horror movies would you want to see re-released in theaters? I would love to see. Black Christmas '74 in theaters. That's something I would love to see. I wish they would really play that in theaters every year for Christmas. I'm so far behind on the chat. All right, it sounds like we're good for Tuesday. Nick's good for Tuesday. All right, guys, I'm going down to the very bottom of the chat because I'm so far behind. And if somebody leaves a comment, I don't want it to be like 30 minutes where they're waiting for me to respond. So let's reboot and start over. All right. Christian, do you ever struggle deciding which format to buy certain movies in? That's a great question, Christian. The answer is yes and no. Yes, in that if it's a new movie, I don't know if I should spend the extra few bucks to just get the 4K or save a few bucks and just get the Blu-ray. And no, in the essence of if I already own something and it gets a re-release on Blu-ray, too bad. I'm done. Michelle just ate a bag of pretzels without water. Holy crap. A24 has made some odd decisions, though. Men wasn't for me, and Bodies, my God. I heard Bodies was not the greatest A24 film. Men was for me, and that's understandable. I can totally understand why some people can watch the movie and say that was not for me. To me, it was the best movie I've seen this year. So take that for what it is, you know. I give Saw the respect for making past part 3 most franchises and a reboot after the third one. I say bring more. Oh, what's up, Cable Channel 11? Cable Channel 11, Jess, what's going on? I see Dan Shine in there. What's up, Dino? Late Horror Show. How you doing? Orc, what's up, Orc? Nathan Mills. I recently rewatched the first 8 Saw films and they were fucking fun. It's a great good franchise. Yeah. You need a beer. You damn right we need some You Need a Beer. De Jesus Custom Footwear. What's up, pimp? It's on some of those top 25 scariest movies of all time lists. Scared the shit out of me. A24 is extremely hit or miss. And that's good though, Nathan. Like I think that's a good thing. I think it's good for us to have a studio. And the thing I think that's great about that, Nathan, is I think when you look at Blumhouse, for the most part, the reviews on movies from them, I think for the most part, are average. I think they put out movies, good movies. But the thing I love about A24 is I've either loved or didn't like their movies. And I think part of that is A24 seemingly seems to have zero interest in fucking with their directors. They let them make their movies. And I think that individuality is why they are now A24. So that's something to celebrate. And I'm not dissing Blumhouse or anything. I like I said, I think Blumhouse, they do good. They do test screenings and they put out good movies. Some better than others, some worse than others, but for the most part, they put out good films. But A24, the beauty of them having fucking amazing movies and movies that just and other movies that do not resonate with fans, I think that is fucking amazing. So I will always cheers to A24. And you never know what the fuck you're gonna see when you go to an A24 theater. When you go to see an A24 movie at the theater. All right, guys, we're gonna go wrap about to the hour. So we got about a little under 10 minutes. Did y'all know that Christian likes men? I said this yesterday and I'll say it today. Anybody feel free to clip this. I love men. The Sicilian movie buff is still talking about Jesus Christ. He's still going on about beer in the chat. I'll tell you what, man, he knows his beers. Everything Everywhere, X-Men, A24 has been doing great this year, says Ben Grimm. Born to be Red, what's up, pimp? I thought you were going to bed, you son of a bitch. I'm so afraid to watch Bodies. I know I'll get so aggravated. I'm not going to see it. I'm just not interested in it. I read what the movie was about. I saw the cast of it. I'm not interested in it. I'm just not going to see it. I'm just going to save my money on that one. I'm going to do something novel. I'm just not going to watch it. That's not novel. Most people don't watch half of the shit that comes out nowadays anyway. You Need a Candle's a good name for a brand. Thank you. Yeah, I got my shirt. This is available in the Teespring, by the way. The You Need a Candles, and here's the back. Send more wax melts. But is Blumhouse good, though? I think Blumhouse puts out some good movies. Is that controversial to say? I mean, is that controversial to say? I mean, let's look at some of the stuff Blumhouse has put out this year. I thought The Black Phone was good. I thought even They, Them. Now, I'm going to get a lot of shit from this. Did I think They, Them was a good movie? Not necessarily. I thought it could have been better. And I thought there were things that they could have done to make it better. For instance, actually having some kills in the goddamn thing. But you know what? It was bold. That was a bold fucking movie to do. And I thought Kevin Bacon delivered, but he always does. But most people, I think, probably don't like They, Them. I'm not a fan of it, but I don't think it was a worthless piece of crap. Nathan brings up The Invisible Man. Awesome. I agree. I thought The Invisible Man was one of the better films of that. That was like the last film to come out before COVID, I think. And Invisible Man, I thought was just stellar. I thought it was a rocking, kick-ass film. So yeah, I still, I'm not trying to argue with you. I really just think that, yeah, Blumhouse puts out on the average, they put out an average of 6 out of 10 movies. And I think that's awesome. So, and I think they also put out some 10 out of 10 movies. I think they put out some other, like Blumhouse has put out some fucking classics in the last decade. For instance, like I think to me, Sinister is right up there with some of the best that they've done. I think they got I'm pretty sure Insidious was Blumhouse. I mean, so I think they put out some really good shit, man. Really good shit. I love the first Purge movie. I like the second and third Purge movie. I did not like the first Purge, the movie called The First Purge. And everybody told me, I did a stream one time where I was like, hey guys, Purge, it was that newest Purge movie that came out. I was like, hey guys, should I go see this Purge movie? Everybody told me, please don't go watch it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, is it that bad? And it may not be, I don't know, but I didn't watch it. I just didn't see the latest one. So Michelle likes the Carpenter scent. Thank you, Michelle. That was a good one. I usually wait until I watch something before I decide if it's good or bad. What the fuck do you know? Look at Ben Grimm. Bodies isn't bad. It's the definition of average, says Nick. Copland is fantastic. Copland is fantastic. Nick says Blumhouse has Insidious, Halloween, Sinister, Happy Death Day, Invisible Man, The Purge. Yeah, they're a good studio. I agree. I just, but I think when A24 they have like when Blumhouse has a home run, it's a home run, and it's a home run on a more aggressive box office front. But like when A24 has a home run, it's called Hereditary, and it shakes horror fanatics to their core. It's so good. And that's not because Blumhouse can't do it, but that's because A24 is the studio that allows talented people to just do shit on their own. And I'm sure Blumhouse doesn't get involved too much with their directors in some ways, but I think in other ways they probably do. And they also have bigger studios to deal with too. So, it's all good. We've got a good array of studios right now. I think we need a Blumhouse. I think we need an A24. I think we need a Full Moon Features. I think we need straight to video companies like Troma and Full Moon. We need Blumhouses. We need Paramount's always a contender. They're always putting good shit out. I think the studio landscape is pretty good, especially with the streaming sites we have like Shudder. You can get your movie seen. I mean, you guys probably have noticed it just as well as I have. If you make a movie, it can get seen. One of the greatest examples of this was Host. This was a low-budget, found footage movie made with people that were never in the same room together. It clocked in at 56 minutes. Found footage film, took the internet by storm. People loved it. I thought Host was good. That is like the coolest thing ever. I mean, you guys realize how cool that is. How cool is that? We're in a good place. We're in a really good place. But we're knocking on an hour, guys. I don't want to stay on here too long. You guys have been phenomenal. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Again, the last thing I'll say, one of the last things I'll say is tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time, Unique Candles drops their limited edition Jason Voorhees line. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I just checked the stats today. I'm just a few away from 14K, which is just remarkable. So that's really, really cool. Again, thanks for the support over the last decade. I think we're hitting a year, a decade on the channel, excuse me, sometime in September. And that's amazing. So it's been a great ride, and I'm hoping the next 10 will be even better. Make your voices heard to me, guys. If you're a silent viewer, I appreciate you all. Drop a comment, not necessarily because I need you to bump up my algorithm points or anything like that, but drop a comment so I can hear your voice. I so often I'll have people message me and say, I've been watching you for a long time. I don't recognize the names. I want to talk to you guys. I want to hear from you. Let me hear from you. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. It means a lot. I love you guys. And we'll see you guys really soon. Take care. God bless. And, do your thing. Love you guys. Good night.